Obsession. The dream was always that it'd fit her, that it'd be her own someday. Wouldn't that be lovely? And although the dream still fits her, the dress never did. She grew at a different pace from her mother, a little fuller, a little faster. Still, when she feels brave enough to, she allows herself to fantasize. Dark wood paneling and cold, stagnant air surround her as she steps into the basement closet to look at the dress. White silk and lace, no sleeves, though the wedding was in October. She closes the door behind her, and it's just her, the dress, and the fantasy. He'll be standing outside when she first meets him, smiling in that slow, mean way boys do sometimes. He'll write his notes in pencil and will think she's beautiful in whichever dress she wears. And he'll probably teach her a thing or two about life, something that no man ever does. In this place, she allows herself to live in a world where she gives herself over to him completely, something that her independent personality would never allow. Inward power will be helpless to love, the kind of love you give it all up for, the obsessive love that leaves you destitute. Maybe he's her boss. Maybe he'll trade in the money for more access to her heart. Wouldn't that be lovely? In that closet, with that dress, she allows the pure dreams of childhood to collide with the dark desires of a woman. She yearns for the dress once more, then turns to the door. And when she exits the closet, she's going to go find him. Beloved. Be loved. He had trouble with that word, with the way some people chose to break up the love in it so it became be loved. In a perfect world, love would be perfect and whole. In this world, love was a pitted fruit, enticing and sweet with a hard rock center. He chipped his tooth on a peach once. It was late July, crickets chirping, 9 p.m. He just finished catching his last firefly, letting it go when he went inside. His skin was hot to the touch, and the peach on the counter was a perfect way to quench his thirst. He'd been so consumed by the feeling of refreshment that he'd forgotten about the dangerous pit until he bit down. The numbing pressure in his skull, the grinding of his teeth against a solid mass, made him realize his tooth was cracked, and all love wasn't worth it. That was then. Now, as he smiles slowly at his reflection in the mirror, he realizes he loves his teeth, loves a pitted fruit. He had grown into a habit of obsessively running his tongue over the divot that the peach had worn into his expression. He realizes he's ready to chase that feeling again. He's going to find her. Transgression. So often disconnected from her body, the flesh that binds her to this world, she decided to seek out something tangible, something that would make her feel like she had contributed to the planet, something that would tether her to her own self. She wanted to exist in the material world, so she committed a material sin. Future archaeologists might discover these sins alongside her body as proof that she lived. 2 wedding rings thrown asunder on the ground where the truth came out, a permanent shadow on the ground where she lay. The sin became material, like Eve and her apple did, the mother and the fruit, sex and its consequences. Eve decided for both her and Adam when she opened her mouth, sunk her teeth into transgression. Eve hurt him, then lost the garden. Instead of the garden, she had lost their home and the trust they built it on. All because she loved him and another with the same body. All because she took a bite. Do you think Eve felt regret before or after she bore her twins? She felt regret before she brought her body to him, laden with the sweat of someone else. It's not perfect the way she loved him, but she cannot bear the thought of being close to someone else the way she's let him become. The only proof she now needs of existing is her name next to his in stone, his hand in hers in the next life. Now, the only thing she can do is ask for his forgiveness. Progression. We play it safe because it's comfortable. Letting go is out of the question. I love you a lot. To the moon, that's halfway there. It's a good thing, what we have. even if it's just good enough. We never ask too much of each other, and that's the way we keep this going. You and I go to the airport but never get on the plane. We just like to be airport people without ever having to go through security, never having to board the plane. What if we discover we like where we're going more than home? We bought the tickets to Happily Ever After long ago because it seemed decent, and now they're lying on the mantle, gathering dust. We see them every night when we curl up on the couch. Will we ever go on that trip? Or will we find another 1,000 bad excuses? Are we waiting for a luggage sale or for love to feel easy? We set the table, arrange the china, cook the turkey, and wait in silence for people to arrive. I stand in between your first heartbreak and true love like a buffer, like you're waiting to be brave. My mother and father could talk about anything for hours. We stare at the turkey so long, you'd think we were trying to make it take flight. I'll teach you everything I know about love for as long as you're willing to listen. I'm willing to listen, just not ready to learn. I'm not ready to progress to a love that is bigger than myself. I hold your hand long enough for one of us to realize the only way to move forward is to walk away. When we're ready to go untethered into love. The problem is, we never fight. There's no consensus for us to reach because we don't care enough to disagree. We're content to experience the world as independent beings. True love means taking flight. Rejection. There's a garden in his mind where he must go to every day to tend to the flowers that will only serve to poison him. You're always going to have a bigger part of me than I'll have of you, he tells her honestly. Does that bother you? She asks. It didn't. He has already come to terms with a hand on his chest that holds his sorrow back when he sees her with someone else. He's no longer bothered by the acute knowledge that one day he'll be sitting at her wedding, shoes too tight, watching someone else feed her cake while he sips on his sweating glass of whiskey. Dewdrops running over his wrists and cufflinks, watering the plants. What bothers him is that there had been time to stop it. He had let the seeds take hold, had covered the delicate things with damp, dark earth, placed it in the sunlight, sang the seedlings lullabies. Its roots ran through his limbs, dug into his marrow. There were ivy tattoos on his forearms for all the world to see, for her to see. I love you, they seem to say. She rejects the adoration, knows it's not for her to claim. He still tends to the garden, presses the petals once they've drifted, brown and sullen, into his hands. There will be other flowers, and he'll gladly let them grow, for someone who will come into his heart and call it home. Separation. I look at love like I look at the sun. It's beautiful and seeps into my skin from every direction, but I know it'll burn me if I bask in the glow for too long. You can't look directly or with your eyes open. There are rules to follow to avoid getting hurt. I thought I did everything right. Everything was beautiful when I had you by my side. You seeped into my skin from every direction, reeled buckets of laughter up from the wells of my soul, saw me, loved me, and I basked in its glow. And still, I got hurt. Love was beautiful until you left me alone and went where you did. Still, the sun rises, only now I feel it's mocking me. Exposes the details I'd rather not see, bleaches the canvas of our story so it seems a faded, tragic thing. I am now more leather than lace, and I need you to tell me it was worth it. To have been so changed that I am no longer whole without you. I need to have been given something from loving you, so that I can survive without the parts you carved in me. I am a jack-o'-lantern of your making. My light shines to show your design. I look at you and see my life. I hear my heartbeat coming from your chest. Will I always be looking for you? When will I stop fearing the sun? Surrender, love. Surrender to love, though it is now a memory. Surrender to the sun that's beating down on you. There's more of you to be discovered in the world out there, more people waiting to see your light. There are dreams that will fit you. Isn't that lovely? That in every iteration of life, there is something to aspire to, someone to put their hand in yours. Surrender to the knowledge that the world exists around you just as much as you exist in the world. I loved you in my life. Let that in, let it take hold. You changed me, and our story is not faded, it has taken flight. It exists outside of the material world, pigment spiraling with memory, dripping down your wrists and cufflinks. You can feel it, but it moves too fast for you to catch it. Love is not here to hurt you. The sun may burn, but it still feeds you. My full moon papaya on your birthday, springtide love, surrender. It is all worth it.